Well, this weekend, everyone, this Saturday, in fact, is the start of Women's History Month. The annual observance highlights the contributions of women past and present, and I'm so honored to talk about mental health. And we've got mental health advocate Waikisha Thomas McKinney here. And statistics actually show that when it comes to women, they're more likely to get treatment for mental health than men. And she's here to talk about this important issue.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here to talk about this.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So tell us, why is it that more women are often either diagnosed with mental health or are getting treated for mental health issues?
Well, we see our doctors more often.
True.
We make the doctor's appointments for the family, and so we make the doctor's appointment for ourselves. We're more likely to have a network of people to help us, to refer us on what we need to do if we're struggling with mental health issues or any other health problem that a woman may experience.
True.
And so it's a part of, I think, the culture of women to be more attentive to our health, but also to the health of our families. And so it just becomes second nature for us to go to our doctor's appointments and get referrals and get the services that we need.
But there are often times within the community that even some women, because we make all the appointments for everybody else, we still have a tendency of not taking care of ourselves and going to our own appointments. Even though we do, we have a tendency of sometimes not doing that.
You are correct.
Or others in our circle see that we may be going through things, and the mental health aspects and the mental health triggers in women are often different than they are in men. So what should we be doing to try to help more women?
So I think one of the things that's important is just to really learn about what mental health is. And to really learn and identify when you yourself are having a mental health challenge that's different for each individual person.
That's true.
Oftentimes what we think of as mental illness is the extreme image, right? The person who's very disheveled, the person who's hearing voices, things of that sort. However, a mental health challenge could be not sleeping at night, overthinking, stressing and having anxiety, mild anxiety and things of that sort. So the first thing is to learn what the challenges are in terms of your mental health and what that looks like, but also to learn to identify that in other people and how to ask them and have a conversation with them about their mental health.
That's true.
Yeah.
And now also, because this is such an important topic, you have a great event that is happening this weekend to address this, and also to open up the doors for questions, so people who may be a little, you know, they seem too private, or they don't want to they don't want people to know. So what can we do with this event, and tell us more about it that's going to help people out?
Awesome. So the Color of Tea, I own a tea company, the 20 Company, and 20% of our profit goes to suicide prevention. Every year we do an annual tea party called the Color of Tea. And the theme of the tea party is because every person in that room is connected to the cause in some capacity. And so they are being asked to wear the color that represents their cause. So usually represents their relationship. Usually I wear orange for the loss of a sibling. But that event not only promotes the 20 Company and helps to really bring awareness to my business, but we also highlight organizations who work in mental wellness and suicide prevention. So this year we're working with the Me vs. Me Foundation.
Lovely.
And the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's Hike for Hope events. So we're helping them to raise awareness and to bring awareness to their causes also.
I love that. We only have about 20 seconds, so how can people get more information so they can take part in this?
Absolutely. They can visit our website at www.the20company.com and follow us on Instagram at 20co.
So we're not spilling the tea, we're drinking the tea and helping each other out, right?
That's right.
All right. I like that. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. And we're going to have a lot more on our website, cw39.com. You don't want to miss it. If you can go to the tea, please sign up. It's going to be so worth it. And thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Bring attention to mental health in women. And